Do you know what's broken in Web3 infrastructure today? Every app still needs its own backend, its own oracle, its own sequencer, and its own compute. And worse, they have to bootstrap security from scratch. That literally means months of dev work, wasted capital, and fragmented trust. Now imagine if you could plug into a decentralized cloud where you get modular services like compute, storage, and verification, all backed by Ethereum's economic security. That's EigenCloud, a modular verifiable infrastructure stack built on top of EigenLayer, where apps run security instead of reinventing it. First, let's talk about what is EigenCloud. So, EigenCloud is what happens when you turn Ethereum's trust into usable infrastructure. It gives developers cloud-style modular services like data availability, Offchain compute, or ZK verification. But instead of relying on giants like Amazon or Google, everything is secured by restaked ETH. Think of it like AWS but completely decentralized, where services aren't controlled by any company but coordinated through crypto incentives and slashing. Now let's walk through the EigenCloud stack from bottom to top and break it all down. So at the foundation, we have got EigenLayer. Ethereum stakers restake their ETH or liquid staking tokens to secure services called AVSs, that is Active Validated Service. If those services misbehave, stakers get slashed. So everyone has skin in the game. You can think of it like a power grid which is invisible but everything is like running on it. Now, on top of EigenLayer, there are three foundational services, and these are the building blocks of the verifiable cloud. First, EigenDA for decentralized data availability. So, this is a place where rollups post their transaction data. It uses erasure coding and KZG commitments to store data across the network of operators. So, as a result, you get fast, scalable DAO that is like 10 times cheaper than Ethereum L1 with ETH level finality. Apps like Altair, Caldera, and Espresso have already integrated it. To understand it in Web2 terminologies, you can think of it like S3 blob space, but it's crypto economically secure. Second, EigenVerify for trustless proof verification. So this component handles verifying ZK proofs, optimistic for proofs, and even AI outputs. It uses challenge response protocols. So it's like if a proof goes wrong, it gets flagged and the operator gets slashed. So you can outsource complex verification with full trust guarantees. In fun terms, you can think of it like a CloudWatch for math and ML, and it slashes you when you lie. Third is EigenCompute for off-chain computation with on-chain guarantees. Now, EigenCompute runs heavy logic off-chain, and it includes stuff like simulations, ML inference, trading bots, or ZK proof verification. The results then pass through EigenVerify to ensure the correctness, and this gives smart contracts access to compute power way more beyond what the actual EVM allows. In simple analogy, you can think of it like EC2 or Lambda, but here every output comes with a cryptographic receipt. Next is AVSs, Active Validated Services. Now, these are like the microservices built on top of primitives. And some of these examples include oracles, ZK coprocessors, share sequencers, inference engine for AI. Now, each of these services defines its own slashing rules, and it is secured by the restaked ETH, as mentioned before. In simple analogies, you can think of it like the AWS style tools, which you plug in as per your own need. At last, the real dApps. So finally, at the top layer, you will find the real-world applications. These can go from prediction markets, lending platforms, loyalty systems, reputation apps, and even AI agents. Now, all these components of EigenCloud Stack that we have discussed so far don't actually build infrastructure, they rather compose it. Example, you can use EigenDA for storage, EigenCompute for AI logic, and EigenVerify for integrity. In simple terms, just like Shopify stores run on AWS, crypto apps will run on EigenCloud. Now let's talk about who is building on this modular beast. First, Lagrange. It's a ZK coprocessor AVS, which powers provable state reads across blockchains and used for verifiable queries, reputation, and cross-rollup messaging. Second, Witness Chain. It's a deep in AVS. It verifies real-world data from sensors and physical devices, and its key use cases are across energy grids, mapping, and supply chains. Third, Espresso systems. These are shared sequencer EVS, which helps multiple rollups coordinate MEV resistant and fair ordering. Altair, which provides rollups as a service, and it uses EigenDA to slash the cost of L2 data availability. Redstone oracles. These explore EigenLayer integration to secure off-chain price feeds. Also, Hyperlink plans to use EigenLayer for securing cross messaging. Now, let's zoom out for a second. If you think of it, it may literally be crypto's AWS moment. It's true that AWS revolutionized software by providing n number of modular services across compute, storage, and bandwidth. You didn't have to face the hassle of managing servers, you just built. And EigenCloud is literally doing the same for crypto. And here are a few things that make it literally powerful. First, it's modular, you just have to plug and play. Second, it's entirely usage-based, like you pay what you use. Third, it uses Ethereum stakers to back it up. It's composable in the meaning of you can stack services like Lego blocks. It's also trustless because there is no middleman and no single point of failure. So should you be calling it AWS secured by crypto economics and without Bezos? Maybe. Now here's the unlock for you. If you are building a dApp today, you don't need to bootstrap validators. You don't need to launch your own Oracle or figure out how to verify ZK proofs. You can just plug into EigenCloud and Ethereum's economic security will become your app's backend. All modular, all verifiable, and all decentralized. Welcome to the Verifiable Cloud. G Eigen.